I'm Robert Kiyosaki. Most people know me as the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but we're here today to talk about how the cash flow game, which came before Rich Dad, Poor Dad, what its value is and some of the benefits that you might have from playing the game, but also from joining a cash flow club. But before we go into that, I'd like to introduce my partner, because this is my sweetheart, Kim.
I'm Kim Kiyosaki. Thank you for watching.
And she and I developed this game back in 1996, I think.
1996, and we developed it because in 1994, Robert and I retired. And we retired because of our investments. And everybody said, how did you do it? How did you do it? And instead of traveling all over the world and teaching people what we did, we decided to create a game so that people could teach each other.
And the reason I like games is because my rich dad taught me to be an investor playing the game of Monopoly. And when I was just 9 years old, I found the secret for great wealth at 9 was, and we all know the secret, if you've played Monopoly, it's 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. But the most important thing about my rich dad's style of education was that it was fun. I had a great time learning. And one of the reasons I didn't really care for school, which was my poor dad's domain, you know, because he was the head of education. Very great guy, smart, PhD, great educator. But to me, school was painful and boring, and I got punished for making mistakes. So the reason I like games, which the cash flow game is a way of learning a very complex subject my rich dad taught me about money and why the rich are getting richer, but also how you can learn and have your dreams come true. So that's one of the reasons Kim and I got together after we retired. In '94, I was 47 years old, and Kim was just 37, and we were financially free. And we didn't really have jobs. We didn't have a retirement plan. We just were business people and investors. And that's how we got to be financially free. So that's really what the game was designed to teach you, is what my rich dad taught me, and Kim picked up, you know, by being married to me. So the beauty of the cash flow game is people teaching people. And so, you know, Kim and I have been married for over 20 years now. And I very simply taught her what my rich dad taught me. So if I can teach her, the game can teach everybody, right?
Right. It was back in 1988, and Robert came to me and he said, it's time you start learning about investing.
Because the stock market had crashed and it was a good time.
So I'm like, I don't even know what the word means. And so he began to teach me what his rich dad taught him about investing, and specifically real estate. And again, I'm somebody that knew absolutely nothing about this subject. And so long story short, I found a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in a city called Portland, Oregon. And it was $45,000. This is now 1989, so it was $45,000. I had to put $5,000 down, which I did not have. I was terrified. I was scared to death. What if I make a mistake? What if the tenant moves out? What if the roof leaks? What if I lose money? All the stuff. And I finally went through with that very first deal. And after collecting the rent, paying the mortgage, paying the expenses, I had a whopping $25 a month positive cash flow in my pocket, and I was on my way. But again, I'm somebody that knew nothing. Robert began to teach me what his rich dad taught him, and that's what we teach on the cash flow game. It's what his rich dad taught him. It's what we've done. It's not theory. It's everything that we have done in our own lives to become financially independent.
And fortunately or unfortunately, she took to it like a duck to water. Once she understood it, she really became a rich woman, because she has her own corporation, she invests. The market's going up, market's going down. It doesn't faze you because we have good fundamentals as investors. So that's why I'm really proud of her, is because we don't have a prenuptial agreement, but she doesn't really need one, because if we split apart, she has her own corporation, she has this, but that is the power of knowledge. See, the point here is this: there's 3 basic asset classes that make you rich. One is your own business, which she has. One is real estate, which she has. And there's paper assets, such as stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, which she has. But the thing is, it's not real estate, it's not businesses, it's not stocks that make you rich, it's knowledge. And when the markets are going up and down, it really doesn't faze you, does it?
It doesn't. And actually, as Robert said, when I started investing, the market was coming down. Everybody said, get out, you shouldn't be in the market, it's going down, this is the worst time. Actually, it's the best time.
Best time.
So oftentimes when the market's going up, everybody's jumping in, but they're already too late. So when the market comes down, that's when the opportunity is, if you know what you're doing, if you've got some financial education and you know where to look for those opportunities, how to find them, how to buy them, how to make money with them. So again, it is just about financial education. It's not the investment, it's the investor.
So it really is about financial education, your financial IQ. There's 3 asset classes: businesses, real estate, and paper assets. The Rich Dad Company sells investment education or financial education. We do not sell investments. And the reason I say that is sometimes people say, I recommend this stock or that bond or this piece of real estate. I do not do that. I just basically provide financial education so that you can make your own decisions. One of the most important things you can learn by joining the Cash Flow Club or playing the cash flow game is you'll know good investment advice from bad investment advice, good investments from bad investments, what's right for you, what's not right for you, because it's not one size fits all. So the purpose of financial education is really to give you the financial intelligence to figure out what's best for you and how you can make your dreams come true. That's really what it's about.